Yes, I know you love this combo. This is why I built a deck that performs this combo as consistent as possible, so check this out.
I will never give in. Everything I do, yeah, I do it with conviction. I've been on a mission, I ain't never quitting. Everything I do, yeah, I do it with conviction. I believe in free will. I make choices that lead to what I build. I will never give up, I will never give in. Everything I do, yeah, I do it with conviction. Give me a minute, I need to test out my limits. Like I've been shining the Guinness, I'm breaking records, I'm finished. I feel like I keep on winning. If I don't stop once I'm in it, I'm moving forward, I mentioned. But this is just the beginning. I've learned a lot of lessons, I've had a lot of blessings. My friends know I'm obsessive, they be chilling, I be stressing. But I don't second guess it, I'm loving every second. I see my life progressing, so I spend time investing. When I dream big, yeah, I commit. Wanted this life since I was a little kid. Never thought twice, I just did what I did. Worked towards it and now I have an addiction. I've been living life like a dream, like it's fiction. I've been doing things like I have no restrictions. I don't plan to stop, no I don't plan on quitting. Everything I do, yeah, I do it with conviction. I will never give up, I will never give in. Everything I do, yeah, I do it with conviction.
Yes, we are finally doing it, obliterating the standard ladder with our Phyrexian Obliterator. Who doesn't know what it does is basically whenever something deals damage to it or opponent deals damage to it, opponent is forced to exile as many cards as damage was dealt. This is why I know a lot of people are looking for the combo with Tailswift and Bushwhack and jamming these cards 4 or 5 or 6 copies of it into the deck to just being consistent in it. And I thought, let's take a different approach, let's go on a minimal approach, but drawing so much cards that we constantly can hit this combo while we play on the same turn Obliterator with our fight spells. And this deck was built in mind that we already perform really good against creature matchups. This is why I exclude certain cards like Cut Down or another removal spells. Yes, I run 3 of Go for Trolls for opposing mono black players to remove their Sheoldreds or another big threats, but instead I'm playing 3 copies of Duress, and I found this much more effective than running Cut Downs because I want my opponent to have creatures on the board, I want my opponent to be able to find my Obliterator, but I don't want my opponent to Invoke Despair me on turn 5 or do other shenanigans that I'm not ready for. And of course this list runs also one of my most favorite creature from Phyrexia Will Beyond. This is Glissa Sunslayer, 3 mana 3/3 with Death Touch and First Strike. Who doesn't know what it does? I mean, by now everybody should know that First Strike and Death Touch is just an overpowered combination against the creature matchups. Again, this is why I think we perform on a really good level against creature matchups, but also thanks to Duress and thanks to our Invoke Despairs, we can win the control or mid-range matchups really good. I believe this deck will show itself best in the gameplay part. This is why we go shortly in, but so far this deck is performing on a really high level. I constantly climbing with it. Besides playing my jank decks, besides playing some other combo decks, I'm currently 16-2 with this deck. Keep on climbing, keep on winning. With this being said, I wish you a lot of fun in the gameplay and let's go straight there. Welcome everybody to my new favorite Black Golgari because Black Golgari is just... oh, wow. It's the first time I'm playing against enchantment players, to be honest. This is why I'm a little bit buff, a little bit surprised. But this Golgari deck is super entertaining, not only because it plays perfectly mono black, but also because we have a lot of really cool possibilities, not only with Obliterator, but also with Glissa. Of course, Glissa, I think it's one of the coolest cards out there. And who do I kill? It's a question. Who do I kill? Weaver? Weaver can go. Weaver can go. And this means we can pop some tags, play some Graveyard Trespassers, force my opponent to discard cards, and providing some good blockers. Always really nice. Sure, my friend. He's not gonna be happy about the fight with my Obliterator, because this is usually where the opponent scoops. The question is, do I play it up front or do I let my opponent do something else? No blocks. So even if I top deck an untap Black Source, I will not play my Obliterator because I want to follow up instantly with some of my fight spells. This is why we gonna play it like this, and we can play you as a chump blocker and do nothing, or we can play you to draw more cards and lose more life. I think this is the way, because I want to have one more land, and I want to be sure that I'm able to draw this land. This is why Arena will maybe help me with double draw to do exactly that. Who does Obliterator fights? It's not funny. Not funny at all. Not funny at all, but let's see. Where does he go? Okay, okay. Man of culture, huh? Man of culture. Sure, I'm forced to block now. And then next turn we're gonna see. Okay. Okay, okay. Is this the perfect first game? Is this the perfect first game? Let's see. Let's see if this is it or not. So my opponent forced now to sacrifice a bunch of stuff. Okay. Nada? Nada. Okay. Draw one more and one more. Okay. Then in this case... Should I attack? I mean, there is no sense to attack, right? Make no sense to attack? Or is it? Ah, sure. Let's go attack. Let's go for an attack. Play the Shirley. Play the Sleeper. And play another Sleeper. Sounds like a plan. Looks like a plan. Sounds like a plan. And let's see if we can... I mean, my opponent is on 3 mana. That he didn't have borrow time or something. This is really surprising for me. But sure. Draw a little bit more cards, my friend. Draw some possibilities. Maybe he will find it. Maybe also not. Maybe we will find another fight spell. Who knows? Who knows, right? Yeah, well, Sleeper can go. That doesn't really matter here. One more land. Okay, okay, okay. Man of culture, huh? Let's cycle it. Duress. Duress will give me definitely some information here against our enchantment deck. And here's Catilda, Circle. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. Sure, sure. Sure, 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 sure. Attack with 1 because he can remove an Obliterator with his circle and then maybe go for a lot of damage. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Right now we are healing, we are dealing, right? And both have an attack with all. Force my opponent to block. No, he will be on 4 life. So no, it will not be forcing my opponent to do a lot. Sure. Resolve, resolve, resolve. Obliterator is such a pervert creature, huh? Such a pervert creature, and it's unbelievable. Another one. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. So, this is a lethal attack, so my opponent is forced to block. Obviously. Okay. And this is an Obliterator. With Evolve Sleeper. And the turn. We drew all 3 Obliterators, huh? All 3 Obliterators, and they have Trample. If you didn't know that, they have also Trample. It's not only just like a gimmick, they also have Trample. And this is just pervert. Give me another fight spell, bro. Give me another fight spell, bro. No, another fight spell. I want to fight so bad. No, okay, unlucky. That happens. That happens definitely 1, 2. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter. Everything gonna go. Everything gonna go. Yes. Everything gonna go. Resolve. 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 So. Now, a lot of exile is happening. His whole board is gone. Who doesn't know what it does? I mean, by now you should know it, but what is this for first game? I'm sorry. Okay. Sure. I told you, my new favorite deck. It just plays by itself. You just, like... Sadly that we didn't draw another fight spell, but it was enough to recover from this nonsense. Like it or dislike it? Do you like it? You liked it. Let's go. To be honest, my friends, I don't know if I can beat this first game, but let's try it. And this hand looks like a terrible hand to keep, but I think this hand has potential. What are you? Dimir Proliferate. Not only because we can play Sheoldred and control the board because we're going second, but also... Sure, my friend. Oh, okay. Sure. Happy with the trade, because those are resources that we can use, and I wanna use my non-flying 1/1 against a 2 mana or 1 mana 1/1 flying against a 2 mana. Okay.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop. I will clear your mind.
Okay, why does my opponent mill himself is the first question. To bring more hybrid into the graveyard? Is this like a Dimir Phoenix deck? Dimir, what are you? Bats, Dimir Bats deck? Maybe. Who doesn't know Dimir, Phoenix decks are really popular thing, and Explorer also historic. I don't know, in Modern, I'm not sure about that, to be honest. But those are the decks that reanimate a graveyard out of nowhere and can finish the game almost in one turn. Thank you. Thank you, okay. 2 mana left, you think he has a counterspell? I think he has a counterspell. This is why, let's go with Shadow, right? Because he keeps something, there open. And Shadow will allow me not only to play Go for Throat and exile my opponent's creature, but also... Okay. He has this counter spell that if doesn't corrupt, pay 2, like similar to you know what I mean.
We can improve upon your ideas.
Okay, so this is why I decided to play Shadow, because his things also get exiled and he is forced now to find some solution for the Shadow, or to play his counter spells on Go for Throat. This will allow me to resolve some of my spells. And opponent... Okay. Opponent seems like to go for the exile himself, is okay. He's not gonna be happy about Sheoldred hitting the board and dealing with it. Oh, it's a good land. Oh, good land, good Sheoldred. You have nothing in your hand, my friend. Nothing in your hand. Nothing compared to you. And next turn already, if he plays a creature, we can obliterate it. You see how good we have. Only few fight spells with Tail Sweep and with this Bushwhack. I just call it Bush, the Bush. Wow. Okay. Okay, sure. Lily, play Lily. Forced to sacrifice it, sure. When do you grow? Enter the battlefield, meet 3 cards. You may put a non-creature and put a 1/1 counter. That's bad. I wanted him to be able to do something. But it's okay. Sheoldred is still here. 1-2, 1-2. 1-2 on you. 1-2 on you. But it's a 0 power, so I think Invoke Despair is the best call here. He will sacrifice Sheoldred, or Lily, I mean. Duress is good. So Dimir self-mill, huh? Dimir self-mill, but what is the payoff for self-milling? Not sure about it. So Dimir control self-mill. Oh, this is payoffs. Arcane Proxy is definitely cool. But this enables my play. Where is my Obliterator? Obliterator into sweeping the tails. And this will be painful. But maybe my opponent has some counter spells, right? Maybe he has some counter spells. We need an anti-blend.
No secret escapes my grasp.
And as long 4 mana, okay. As long as I'm not corrupted, I'm pretty confident we can do it. No, game! 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 Let me see what you have. Let me see what he has. Static creature, mana value 3 or less. Instead, if it has 3 or more poison counters. 3 or less I don't have, but I have Vraska. How about that? How about that? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And I like this deck. I like this deck a lot, actually. Not only it plays a little bit different compared to all the mono black shenanigans, and maybe some people I already see saying in the comments, why not playing mono black? I said it already before. Bushwhack, Glissa, Tail Sweep are just a really cool card with Obliterator, and I love Glissa. Look at this elf tribal. Golgari elf tribal is coming, my friends, don't worry. Reds are also coming. I finally crafted my good top deck. I finally crafted my this way he can exile now the Sheoldred, because I will get corrupted with 3 counters, but after that Obliterator. Obliterator! Yes. Yes, si senor. And thanks to my Duress, I know that there is not much more in his hand. So Obliterator hit the proxy is good. Oh, Blast Zone. Blast Zone is also cool synergy here, huh? Hey. Don't do things like that. Where's my lens? Ah, here, thank you. Thank you, game. Obliterator into Bushwhack. Fight, my friend. Exile 2 cards. Or, yeah, exile 2 cards. Next turn you're gonna exile more, and then you're gonna lose your value here. Except he removes my Obliterator. Who knows? Board Sweeper. 5 mana Board Sweeper. You can count it as this. But he can activate a Blast Zone, killing my Obliterator. Will be okay, I can play my Glissa. Right? Right. For Evolve Sleeper, he has a cutdown, but he needs to time it really right, because I can draw the Evolve Sleeper for how much? 3 mana. So I need altogether 4 mana to do it in response. And what does... a little bit of coffee. A little bit of coffee. Games with this deck tend to be a little bit longer, but also more interesting. I think also it's more interesting for you to watch a little bit more complex game. Sure, my friend. Then where we just sit and watch at each other, look at each other with my opponent. How much cards? I have 30 cards, so the meal plan is not really going according to plan. And the J is just plussing on nothing. Okay. Double land is not what I wanted, but let's play Evolve Sleeper. And let's chill, right? I mean, I could theoretically also play my Glissa. Or Phyrexian Arena. Opponent mills a bunch of cards. You have only 26 cards left, so my opponent is close to his limits here. And we are still going strong. I think we have still... we used 1, 2, 3 Invoke Despairs in the graveyard, 1 Shirley, and 1 Obliterator. And what is an exile? 1 Shirley and 1 Mystery Shadow. So we have still 2 Obliterators and 1 Shirley left. Invoke Despair? No? Or maybe 1? I think I run 4 of it, right? I don't remember exactly, to be honest. And let's see. Nothing compares to you. Jace, again with cutdown, can kill a lot of cards. Okay.
A minor setback. I pull one thread.
Oh, that's painful.
Your entire mind unravels.
Now another Jace can mill me out. Almost. Minus 15.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts.
Okay, thank you, Jace. Emotions are distractions, you heard it, right? So milling another 15.
Nothing could be more vulnerable than your memory.
Pass. So let's level our Revolt Sleeper. In response he can cut down, but I can in response level it again. So, one card left for Shirley. How can I kill him? Is there a way I can kill my opponent? That's a good question, huh? I think I milled out. I milled out, and it will be good. It will be good. It will be totally fine. And the turn? If my opponent has now one more mill, bless on, yeah, okay. He's okay, my friend. If he has one more mill, I'm dead. I'm not sure about the trigger of Arena. Okay. Pass. My turn. Arena triggers first, and then when I'm forced to draw a card, I lose the game. I milled out. I got milled out. I forgot to give him a good game. Arena triggers first. I believe if it would be opposite, I would be alive. But who knows? Doesn't matter. Let's go next. And here we are against Capira. Capira. Let's see what you got there. And did I mute you? No. Opponent with black source, so most likely mono black. I encountered a lot of mono black with this deck. Matchmaker thinks that I'm also mono black opponent or mono black player, but this is okay, right? If the game thinks this way, should it do? But I designed this deck a little bit to counter this sort of decks. Of course, against jankier mill decks is more difficult, but as higher you go, as less you encounter this sort of decks, and last season this deck performed really good. Really good. Okay. Let's go with you, and let's go with Arena, I would say. Arena into Jungle Hollow to get on life back. Maybe something for 3 mana would be really helpful, would be really good. My opponent on 4 mana. And I'm certain that my 4 mana and pass? Wow. Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me see, my friend. Go for throat? Grasp? Something like that, right? I expect it. Duress is a really good card in Mire matchups. Yeah, what should I do, huh? What should I do? Get rid of Invoke Despair. This is what should I do. Playing this for 1 life. Gaining some life. And then next turn Invoke Despair to counter our Glutton. And then see if we can maybe 1 turn exile my opponent's board if my opponent plays Sheoldred. But we need to be ready for it. Yeah? Ready for it. Be ready. Okay, opponent on 5 mana, but luckily Duress hit Invoke Despair very good. Another Duress is also really good. Ooh. Don't mind me if I do, my friend. If I Duress you a little bit, I hope, oh yeah, if I Despair you a little bit, I hope this is okay for you. A lot of cards here, huh? A lot of cards. My hand is almost full again. I'm gonna play the Swamp because we have already the green source. Sure. Sure, my friend. Okay. Okay. Let's play the Duress. Let's see what my opponent has there in mind. Ah, Geek's Command, huh? No. Don't need it. You don't need it, my friend. You don't. He doesn't need it. He just don't know it now, but he doesn't need it. Yeah. Glissa and Shadow. Okay. Not a biggie. Not a big at all. Not a big at all. Daytime, and my opponent can remove Glissa, but then he is empty-handed to do something against our Obliterator. 3 mana left. Ouch, I say. Ouch. We are... Oh, and Flesh Gorger, huh? Ooh, don't mind me if I do. Ooh. Yes. I need to kill a Flesh Gorger, otherwise this will be too much damage in return. My opponent needs to exile a lot of stuff. 3 to be exact. And this puts me in a difficult situation. I need to use my Takuma to find the solution. Another land. Can flash in the underdog, but not attack with it, right? Can draw a card with it. Draw it, my friend, draw it. Need more. Ooh, no Shirley, huh? No Shirley is painful. Okay, let's go for an attack. This will be a close game, bros. This will be a close game, super close game. So opponent can flash in. If he has a perfect removal, he will remove the Glissa and then attack me for lethal, but I need to attack. If not, he can play... I'm gonna destroy my arena. This is what you can do, but to be honest, you can simply just win without destroying the arena, right? This deck, I'm telling you, the Obliterator fighting stuff is just crazy. Let's go. One more for... Just for you. Just for you. This hand looks like a lot of fun. So against Homito Aurora, let's see how this opening will perform with turn 1 Duress. Usually people hate it. Usually people are like, what? Bankbuster? Invoke Despair? Super much control in the hand, huh? Hello, hi my friend. I think Invoke Despair is like his comeback, right? But Bankbuster is an early interaction. So turn 1 Bankbuster, turn 3. So let's get rid of Bankbuster and take the Invoke as a big boy. No, let's take care of Invoke, because I think we both are going for the long game, right? Not gonna play the sleeper because the Zaga here, the life of Toshiro Mizawa, can take care of him, and I don't want to take care of him. Si, senor. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go with our arena. As early we drop it, as more value we get out of it. So at least one turn to get more draws, more possibilities. My opponent gaining life is not a biggie for us. Bangbuster or another Umizawa? Questions? Questions. And life of Umizawa is good for our fight spells, right? So he can exile some stuff here. Drawing extra cards is always good. Another Duress, you say? Okay, let's play on curve. Maybe should have played for Invoke Despair on curve, but nonetheless, let me check what he got again. Are you joking me? He has also an Obliterator. He also has an Obliterator, huh? End the turn. The one Zaga transforms, the other Zaga can give -1 to Sleeper. This is why I want to plus a Sleeper. And this Zaga becomes a Zaga. Surely, problematic, but not impossible. With the right draws. Nope. Draw, of course. Resolve, okay. Play you. And chill, right? Chill. Chill a little bit. We need to minimize the amount of creatures my opponent has. I didn't expect him to play Obliterator too, but he doesn't seem to run green for fighting, so this is half as boring me as I would think. And with 2 mana, we're gonna see if we find an answer for Shirley here. Otherwise, we will need to fight with the Death Touch. Okay, resolve. Give me another land. No, no, game doesn't. Decides not to do it. This is totally fine. Scheiße, he has 2 mana open. He has maybe a removal spell. Omito? Don't have a removal. Don't. Does he has a removal? No! Gain your freaking life. So satisfying. Get rid of 4 permanents, my friend. 4 permanents, get rid of it. Oh, this is so good. This is always so good. This is so satisfying. So satisfying. And next turn in Invoke Despair. Best deck in the world. 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 Take it, my friend. Take it as a man. Do it all. Oh, he is salty a little bit, huh? He's a little bit salty, but it's okay. It's okay. That's totally fine, my friend. I get rid of Underdog, I get rid of Arena. Of course, he top deck another Invoke Despair. What do you think? I discard the 2 of them, and he's like, I'm gonna get another one. It's always like that. Always. Let me see if you have another one. No, you don't? Oh, you don't? What do I play? Okay. Let's go for some damage. And a turn. Next turn lethal, right? If my opponent don't present a board presence. Wait, let's give him. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of them, bro. With all of them, I said. This is lethal next turn. This is lethal. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with your Phyrexian Flash Gorger. Who needs this card if you have Obliterators? He's calculating, he's thinking. This is why this deck is so much fun, and this is why I think this is the best Obliterator deck out there. And don't understand me wrong, I tried different versions, and this deck I built with the mindset of not playing a lot of removal, because I think I'm really good against creature matchups, and I think cards like Cut Down is often a dead card against a mid-range or control deck. This is why I don't want to have it. I want rather have 3 Duresses, because it hits aggro decks, be it Mechanized Warfare against Mono Red, or Wedding Announcement against Mono White, and so on. But it's barely a dead card. You saw it here. Bangbuster, boom, gun. 2 Invoke Despairs. My opponent had 2 Invoke Despairs, and the third one he drew 2. 1 Invoke Despair that he drew, and then here 2 I discarded. I think this game will go into a total different direction if my opponent would have played his Invoke Despairs. But this way, Duress taking care of Invoke Despair, and then following up with Obliterator into the fight spell. And we don't need so much fight spells. Usually one of them is more than enough. And you see our draw rate is really good on them. You don't need run 4 of Tail Sweeps or 4 of this Bush card or whatever. Just run 2 of each. It's a really nice balance, I think, to find your basics or also to fight something bigger. If you need to find something bigger, for example, like the Sanctum Warden. I played a game against Mono White, or some games against Mono White, but usually you win. You win Obliterator, fighting something, you win because they're forced to sacrifice so many things, even be tokens, but usually Mono White use the tokens to chump block, so they have just like 2 Wedding Announcement, 1 Bankbuster, 1 Wandering Emperor, or whatever, and you fight their Sanctum Warden even with Indestructible or this shield counters on it. It's still a lot of damage to them. They need to exile 6 cards, and this is a lot. This is, like, understand, 6 cards is a lot of permanence. Like here, if somebody would if he would now, he will play Obliterator, he will play green. Obliterator, turn 4, whatever, he has like 1 mana open, and fight my Evil Sleeper. I need to exile 4 cards, besides Evil Sleeper being dead, so 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, I'm left with 2 lands. With 2 lands on turn 7, the game is done. The game is over, and you cannot do anything. This is why I think this deck is super fun, super good, performs on a really high level. I had a really great success with this deck. I killed myself once with the Arena, so there is maybe a chance or possibility to go for some life gain, but what to cut for the life gain, right? The deck is refined as it is. You kill yourself really in a really hardcore controlish matchup. You have the possibility to remove Arena, as I show it to you with Giza, and this will keep you alive against these matchups where the opponent is just sitting back, relaxing and waiting until you die to your Arena. Giza can destroy your Arena, and this saved me also, I think, like 2 games. 2 games where I needed to destroy one of my Arenas, because early on I played a lot of Arenas. Like 2 of them are on the board. Constantly taking 2 damage without Sheoldred is a lot. Also, my Giza can draw cards with draining myself or touching myself. You can call it however you want, but you lose life with it. Your dirty mind, huh? Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this deck. I hope you like it. Let me know if you have a similar version or something like this running. I know there is a lot of versions out there, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao!